Welcome to this quick video on how to fix the problem if you try launching Gorilla and Gorilla doesn't launch, instead FileMaker launches. So this can happen if Gorilla was not installed using the installer. There are other reasons why it could happen also, but that's one of the main reasons, and I'm going to show you how to fix that. So for example, just to make sure that you have installed Gorilla correctly, you should have a Gorilla application here in the Applications folder. This is Gorilla 6, so just ignore that. So this is the Gorilla application for Gorilla 8. And you should also, in Documents, have at least a Gorilla 7 folder for Gorilla 7 or a Gorilla 8 folder, or both, for Gorilla 8. Now, I'm going to be using Gorilla 8.05. Gorilla does not delete older versions of Gorilla when you install an update. It does keep them. So for this purpose, I'm going to be using Gorilla 8.05. Now, there are two ways to launch Gorilla. One is you can, of course, launch the launch Gorilla icon file here. You double click this file and Gorilla will launch. Or in the applications, if you select applications and double click Gorilla. Now I'm going to do that right now, and you're going to see that Gorilla does not launch. Instead, an application called FileMaker Pro launches, which is the backend to Gorilla. So in order to fix that, we're going to a couple things. Now, number one, if you do see a scheduling file up here, and you can see that the path is leading to the Gorilla 8 805 folder, which is correct, or the Launch Gorilla application here, you can just double click this and Gorilla will launch. Now, if you do not see these, you can go up to File, Open, and you'll have to navigate to the Documents folder, and then the Gorilla 8 folder, and then the Gorilla 805 folder, or whatever the latest one that you're using, and then scroll down and select the Scheduling FMP12 file. Now, this is if you have budgeting or scheduling, it doesn't matter. This is the correct file to select, and then you select Open. Now, Gorilla should launch. However, and you can see that it is version 805, which is the one we want. However, it's not going to launch if we do that again. If we quit Gorilla, I'm going to close this up here. If we quit Gorilla again and try launching again, it's still going to do the same thing. So in order to prevent that from happening and to launch Gorilla automatically, there's a couple ways to fix this once you're in Gorilla, but you have to be in Gorilla first. So we're going to go to the Extras pull-down menu, select the Admin options, select the Access button, and there's two ways to fix this. You can fix it here in Open FileMaker Preferences, or you can fix it here in FileMaker Init Setup. I'm going to show you both. If you click on the FileMaker Preferences, Open FileMaker Preferences, notice down here the FileMaker Preferences state at startup open file. Now there is a path here, and it is the correct path. However, this is not checked. And if you do not install Gorilla using the Gorilla installer, if you install it a different method, this is not going to be checked. Okay, so number one, we can check this here. We can then check this path. So I'm going to just scroll down here and make sure that the path is correct, and it is. It goes to Documents, Gorilla 8, Gorilla 805, or whatever latest version is that you're using, and scheduling.fmp12. Click OK. And that's one way to fix it. Okay, so if I were to quit Gorilla right now and launch Gorilla either from here or from the Documents folder, it should launch the specified scheduling FMP12 file that we specified in FileMaker Preferences. The other way to fix it, it's really very similar. It's just another way to do it. You go to Extras, Admin Options again, click on Access, and this time you select FileMaker Init Setup. This is a little bit more of a better user interface, a better UI. And notice here you have an option to select Gorilla 8 or Gorilla 7. In my case, I'm going to do Gorilla 8. So, and this is the version that you can actually type in. So if we are using 8.06, you can do that. But we are on 8.05 right now. And select the button. Notice that the path comes into the same path that we saw. And then you have to click this button to set it. Okay? And then it'll say preference will take effect next time Gorilla is launched. So if we close this up, if we quit Gorilla, and this time I'll do it up here. I'll do it in Documents, okay? And double click Launch Gorilla. Notice, it's possible to launch 804, but it knows that it's going to launch 805 because that's the preference that we set, okay? So we're going to double click that. We're going to make sure that it launches 805, as you can see down here, and we're good to go. Okay, so that's how you fix it. So once again, you need to go to the project manager. You do need to launch Gorilla first to get to the access. So you do have to figure that out, and I showed you how to do that in the beginning of the video. Then Extras, Admin Options, Access. And you can go either to FileMaker Preferences or FileMaker Init Setup. Great. Thanks for watching.